young man inserted a grasshopper into the keyhole and laughed wickedly. Then he slammed the mailbox. The grasshopper's head fell off. The young man was very excited, but next second he regretted his cruelty and cried. Sadly, it turned out the young man had a congenital intellectual disability. The doctor said he wouldn't live past 10, but 18 years had passed. The young man was still healthy because his brother had been taking care of him. All along, Gilbert coaxed the young man to sleep every day and carried his brother on his back. He always took the young man with him. The young man liked to play by hiding in the tree. Gilbert pretended not to find him. When the young man jumped down from, he even pretended to be startled to make the young man happy. That day, Gilbert took the young man to the store where he worked, but the young man suddenly disappeared. Seeing the police car passing by, Gilbert realized something was wrong. The young man actually climbed up the water tower. He thought it was very interesting. This attracted many onlookers. The police shouted at him to come down, but the young man didn't care. He continued to climb up, so Gilbert raised a loudspeaker and sang the young man's favorite nursery rhyme. The young man was satisfied. He climbed down. Gilbert didn't scold the young man. He promised the police that it wouldn't happen again. At this moment, a pretty young woman was watching the scene. Next day, the young woman came to the store. She caught Gilbert's attention. Luckily, the young woman asked him to help with delivery. Gilbert was very happy, but the young man didn't give the two a chance. He deliberately sat in the middle. One day, Gilbert was giving the young man a bath, but he suddenly had a date with the young woman, so he asked the young man to take a shower by himself. Then Gilbert left. He went to find the young woman. The two of them chatted until night, but as Gilbert got back home, he found the young man was still in the bathtub. The young man had been shivering with cold. The young man dared not take a shower anymore. Gilbert kept apologizing, but the mom still complained about him. That day, Gilbert found the young man missing again. The young man had climbed to the top of the water tower. When he was rescued, the young man was very excited. This time the police took him away. The young man was released after a few days back home. He was too dirty. Gilbert tried to give him a bath, but the young man was very resistant. He even grabbed Gilbert's hair. This time Gilbert was furious. He taught the young man a lesson for the first time. Next day was the young man's birthday. Gilbert wanted to apologize, so he walked towards his brother. The young man was still the same as before, jumping down from the tree to play a joke on Gilbert. Finally, the two of them made up again. Here's the question: which of the two young men do you like more?